It's the Fingerbang Radio Show coming at you from Ottawa, Ontario with your hosts Mitch and Brandon coming back. Brandon, I have a house right now and it's absolutely free of people.
You have a house?
I do. And it's nobody's here because my parents, my birthers, my seed givers, my blood, the vagina I came out of.
Your Massachusetts.
My Massachusettses. My Mississippi's. My Mississippi's. They're out of town. They went to Cuba because we live in Canada, so we're not in the States where they're like, you can't go there.
They embargoed my love.
Yeah, they did. So we can actually go there. So my parents went to Cuba, so I have a house. But like most people who'd be like, I got a free house, man. Let's throw a party. I was like, let's do a podcast and then pick up some wine. But we just found out my parents were...
It wasn't a voluntary trip.
No, they were taken by the Reds. Are they Reds, or is that only Soviets that are considered the Reds?
No, I think communists are considered the Reds, the Red Threat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Reds, I don't know, like, I love the idea of Soviet Russia. I wouldn't live there if it was still around. I don't think it's not Soviet anymore anyway,
no,
I don't think.
I don't think it's...
I don't think it's called the USSR.
That
anymore.
would be... I would enjoy that.
Yeah, so they were taken by the communists, and they're being forced to make cigars, and...
On the bright side, we get said cigars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, go Castro.
Go Castro. You do look like, if you've never met Brandon, he does have a Castro-like mustache. You do not smoke enough cigars.
That's true. I don't. Ladies.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so we got a bunch of wine, so we're going to drink a bunch of wine. You still drinking that coffee?
It's just about done.
Well,
this is, it's pretty much our Winesploitation episode.
Yeah, it's the Fingerbang Radio Show drunk show. I'm not even drunk yet. Haven't started drinking. I had a bagel, had a cup of coffee, chugged about a liter of milk, and now I'm just going to drink so much wine.
We have two bottles.
A bottle
each.
Yeah, and we're very skinny.
We've done it before. Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So, other than the parents being kidnapped, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Met a guy.
Did you?
Yeah. Great guy.
Yeah?
Yeah. What are you up to?
Things are good. A lot better now that we've compared dick sizes.
Mm-hmm.
I was very happy to find out yours hasn't grown since grade 6.
Not at all. Still
he was
tiny.
very well hung in grade 6.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I didn't know that compliment would go.
Not so much now since it stopped growing.
Plus, I got it caught in that house fire.
Yes. But that's all right. We all know my stance on Freddy Krueger dicks.
You do have a fetish for Freddy Krueger dicks.
It's true.
So what? Seriously though, like, what have you been up to?
Nothing really.
He texted me today. Brandon's gonna probably stay here tonight because we're gonna get really drunk, and I don't want him getting on the bus to go home. But anyway, he texted me today, and he's like, "Do you want some craft dinner?" So I'm like, "Yeah. I mean, you come to my house for like 2 days. Bring some craft dinner."
Yeah,
so
I'm staying here all weekend.
You go. Do you want spirals or creamy? I'm like, "Do you not regular? Can you just bring some regular craft dinner?" The craft dinner shouldn't have changed or gotten any other kind of craft dinner types. That was sad of you, but you did bring it from home. Now, what happened today? You're carrying around craft dinner in your bag all day like a big fool.
And I'm in. So I had a class today at 2:00, and I sit down in my class, and I have my bag on my lap, and I'm sitting in the back row.
Yeah.
And this girl's sitting in front of me, and like she came in after me, so like she'd seen me, and she turned around as I was like opening my bag, and like the way it's like I had 2 pockets in the front of my bag, so when I open it, it's like a messenger bag.
Yeah.
You could clearly see I just was carrying around 2 boxes of craft dinner. And she like turned and she was like smiling as she turned, and I opened it and there's like just these 2 boxes of craft dinner, and we just look at each other, and then she turns around without saying anything to me.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, for her.
You looked fool. Yeah, for her.
She missed out on a well-prepared boyfriend.
You have a messenger bag.
Yeah.
I have one too, but like the other day someone actually made fun of me. They're like, you have like a bag, like a messenger bag. I was like, that's because I'm not fucking... 15 years old. No, I'm not carrying around a backpack. Like, if you're still carrying around a backpack, to me, it's like,
some people, I don't know, there's like some...
I don't know. Like, just get a fucking bag. that. And,
Messenger bags make more sense to me. Someone was making fun of me in high school for it, and then someone came in for like universities, and they're like, the best kind of bag to have is a messenger bag.
Yeah, but my brother said the opposite. He was like, when I went to college, I'd get a backpack, and I was like, I don't want it because I don't want to look like a fool. I love my messenger bag.
Yeah, I remember when they said that though. I like turned to the guy beside me. I'm like, fuck you,
Yeah.
fuck you, fuck all of you.
And then you just left the school.
Yeah, then I just got up and
you're
ran.
like, I'm going to Bentley to get a bag.
I already had one by that point.
But I hate the idea of carrying my laptop on my back because I'm like, someone's behind me, and they can unzipper it slowly and jack it out of, like, you know,
And
take
I
a
won't
regular
notice
run.
because I'm retarded.
Yeah, exactly. I won't feel the weight release from my back because I fall over. I just like the idea of a messenger bag because I can kung fu them away if they go to reach for it. Wow!
Yeah, and mine's a very like adventure bag too.
Yeah, it does. It looks very... Brandon's bag is very...
It's like a leather bag.
Yeah, Indiana Jones carried gold in it.
Yeah.
You know, and random supplies.
Like if
that he would need for his Indiana Jones trips.
if I were to go on an adventure, that would be like
Where are you going to go on the
inventory.
adventure? Go. Where are you going to go?
like what kind? Well, I need like a layout here. What kind of adventure are we
Okay,
talking?
you're looking for a treasure.
Okay.
Now you can pick any country. I'll put the treasure there, but I'll give you more scenarios
I don't
after.
know,
Where's
as soon
what
as-
country? Pick a country.
Guatemala.
I don't know what that is. Go. Pick a new one.
Oh. Africa.
Africa. Okay. Coney's gonna get you. Goddamn.
Why are we still all up in arms about Coney Island?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You can't, if you're gonna be up in arms about Coney Island, fucking spell it right.
Yeah. It is a wonderful destination.
It is.
Spot
Well,
for
the Warriors
vacation.
were from there.
It's like a Bay of Fundy.
Yeah.
You know, have you ever been there, Bay of Fundy?
Yes, I have.
For anyone listening who doesn't know, Bay of Fundy is basically it's a New Brunswick tourist site where
It's
you go.
shitty.
It's shitty.
There's a lighthouse.
There is a lighthouse. But you go and they have a like these rocks called the Hopewell Rocks, and
Yeah.
it's because
You see pictures of them everywhere in Canada.
but it's the place where there's the highest tide. Right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
And so when the water's out, when the tide's out, you can actually walk or like on
this beach.
on this beach, and there's these giant cliff
caves
stones and
and
stuff.
stuff.
And when the water comes in, you have to get out of there and climb up these stairs back to like normal level, like ground level, and the water comes in and covers the whole rock, and it just looks like islands.
Yeah, that's the only cool part of Fundy, but then it's not that fun.
No, not at all.
Fundy is a misleading name.
It definitely is. It should be called
Bordy.
Bordy. You ever been to Bordy? I've been to Bordy. I went there like 3 times too.
Yeah.
Because I went on like camping trips with my parents when I was young and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And it's like you can only see
I went
fucking
there-
Hopewell Rocks like twice before you're like, oh, it's a couple fucking rocks and some water. I don't give a shit.
I went there with Haley
Yeah.
twice.
That's sad. It's just sad to see that thing too many times.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like it's cold. Like, can't we just get a Holiday Inn? There's a pool.
There was a
mini
one
bar?
time we went there, and we get to like the motel that like it's like the Fundy Motel, like that's where you go if you're staying in Fundy. The lady's like, you can't use the water here.
Yeah.
We're like, what? And she's like, yeah, there's like some bacteria in it. You'll get really sick. It's like, well, what the fuck?
Quality hotel.
Yeah. We left.
You know what I love about hotels? My favorite thing about staying in a hotel, and like to me, a hotel is anything Holiday Inn Express or just
Yeah.
Holiday Inn and better. You gotta stop with this.
Yeah.
Every episode, I'll cut this short. I'll turn this podcast around, and we'll go right home.
Yeah.
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 My favorite thing about a hotel is walking the hallways of a hotel with no shoes.
I get it.
Every time I get to a hotel, I'm like, I'm gonna get ice because there's something about going to an ice machine.
You feel like an adult.
Yeah.
Like weirdly, you feel like
and
an adult.
especially now that I'm like, I'm going to get it for my alcohol. And then
I like it because now when people like, hey, like, what are you doing here? I'm like, oh, I'm having 1 alcohol with dinner, please.
Yeah.
And they're like,
thanks.
how old are you? Like, I hate that I didn't get ID'd the first time I tried to get a
That
drink.
is upsetting, yeah. It's kind of like I could have been here yesterday. I could have been hungover right now.
Yeah.
Today, actually, okay, so on our way, I was at school. He was at a different school.
Wait.
You're going to sneeze?
I don't know.
Oh, I'll crank you
Wait.
down. Tell me when. Oh, here we go. I almost
jeez.
got it. I almost got it.
Sorry, I'm
covered it.
premature.
Yeah, we know. God, you never satisfy me. Anyway, we went
try.
today to the LCBO, which is a liquor store. for people who don't know what the LCBO
Liquor
is.
Board of Ontario.
Sure. Yeah.
Liquor Control Board
I can
of
make
Ontario.
stuff up too. So we stop in and we're looking
Findoodler.
for this wine. It's called Beau. It's a Beaujolais. But anyway, we've been
We
drinking
don't
it for...
have the aerator.
Oh my god, guys. I should have grabbed the what's that thing called?
Aerator?
No, there's another one. The big glass vase. What the hell was that?
What is going on?
I don't know what that noise was, but either way, we're good.
It didn't pick it up?
No,
We were good?
Might have. I mean, I don't know. I don't care.
Okay, if there was a buzzing... what?
There's weird shit going on.
Yeah,
man.
if you hear like buzzing and crackling, it's Mitchell's fault.
It was one time. Anyway, so we go to the liquor store and we're looking for this wine. When Brandon was living with me, I swear we probably went through 30-something bottles of this stuff.
Word.
It's just this whatever kind of wine.
Alcoholics.
So we went in to get it, and we asked the guy. Or look, we didn't even ask. We went up and I said something along the lines of,
Full
"They don't."
glasses, right?
I do like a bit. Take it slow. Take it slow. You liquor monster. Yeah. So we went in. I said something
That's what
along
my
the lines
ex-girlfriend
of.
called me.
Said something along the lines of, "Oh, they don't have it." And then the guy was like, "What you looking for?" And I explained it. And then he was like, "Oh, go check the computer." Which to me, I would have been like, if I was him working, I would have been like, "Sorry, guys, we don't got it." He goes in the back, comes out with 2 bottles. He's like, "They got 2 left, and it's on sale."
$9.30.
I was
he's
only
like,
gonna buy 1, but when he was like, "There's only 2 left,"
yeah, and then
and
he's
they're
like,
on
I figured
sale.
you'd want 2. I was like, damn. Now
Yeah,
I
man.
do.
Now I like that idea. So anyway, if by the end of this show I'm a little.
I plan to be drunk.
Yeah.
Like by the end of the show, I want to be incoherent.
So what else happened to you? You want you got?
Well, nothing really funny, but I realized I was talking to a friend of mine,
You sound like you're just gonna start a bit.
and it's not really not
Okay,
a bit. No,
fair.
This is just my storytelling voice. Anyway, I was talking to a friend of mine, and
Yeah?
and he was talking about how the girl he liked was coming over to his house. They were going to watch some movies and she was going to stay the night. She doesn't know that he feels that way. So it's like they're best friends kind of thing. Like but then I was like, I would kill a man to have that opportunity, like to have the girl I like come over and stay the night at my house. Then I realized, I was like, I wouldn't though. I'd feel bad if I killed a man.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about it and I was like, I think I could like break all of a guy's ribs. If someone was like, if you break all of this guy's ribs, like I don't know the guy or anything, and they're like, just break all his ribs, the girl you like will come over, hang out with you, like an actual hangout, and like for like fun kind of thing.
Yeah.
I would do it, and I wouldn't feel
You would
bad.
break a man's ribs?
I would break a man's, and then like I realized that, and I was like, I'm the devil.
Not really, because I'd break a man's ribs over other things.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like instead of saying I'd kill a man now, I'm just gonna like I would injure a man.
Okay.
Like I'd severely injure someone, and I
Maybe
don't think
pop
I'd feel
his lung, like you wouldn't care.
Yeah, like is something they survive with no like lasting.
Yeah, but it's gonna
physical
hurt for a
deformity.
while.
Yeah, I'd be.
There's a couple doctor's visits involved.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that as long as they're not like physically disabled for the rest of their life.
You know, like you threaten someone and you threaten someone and you go like I hope you fucking die, or you're like, I'm gonna kick your ass, me, like, or they're like, I hope you go to hell. I'm gonna start going like, I hope you have to wait in a doctor's office for like 24 fucking hours, and then they'd be like, whoa, guy, whoa.
I
A little bit
feel
much.
like insults that would make more sense for me to use instead of like, you know, like, I hope you die, or like, I'll kick the shit out of you. It's like, I hope one day you're on the couch and you get up to get food, and then you get to the kitchen and forget what you got up for, and you sit down, and then you remember.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, I know that feeling. I've done that.
I hope your dad or your mom makes this really good food, and then you go to school next day, and all you can think of is there's leftovers in that fridge of that favorite pasta you get, and then you get home and your dad ate it.
Yeah, like that's the kind of like
That's mean.
those are the kinds of like threats I'd.
Yeah, because those are things that hurt me.
Yeah, it's like I know. What
I
it's
hope
like.
your bus is late. I'd be like, whoa, man, you took that a little far. Jeez.
No matter how mad I am at someone,
Yeah.
I could never.
I
wouldn't.
would never wish slow bus.
Yeah, I would
upon
never be
somebody,
like,
yeah.
I hope your bus has the schedule like the 176, because they like that's wow. That's like bus holocaust, man.
Bolocaust.
No, that sounds like a holocaust of ballers.
Today I was trying to figure out, there was that saying, no skin off my back, but I didn't remember what it was, so I said, no skin off my balls, which does sound a lot better to me. But thing is, like, no, where does no skin off my back come from?
Well, we discussed that it was probably like a slavery thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do it. Don't whip me.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. I'll do it. He's not going to whip me on because I'm going to do it. It's going to be no skin off my back.
Yeah.
Or when you whip, does skin really just fall off?
Well,
I don't know much about
I don't know
whipping.
the economics of being whipped.
Ladies, I don't know.
I guess that's like a sexy thing for some people. Like, ooh, he's never been whipped before.
You know the term cakewalk. Do you know where that comes from?
Yeah, because it's really easy to walk on cakes.
Sure, but there's another theory.
Yeah?
It's comes from, there used to be this thing where slave owners would make their slaves dress up as like white people, and dress them up as white people and make them parade around and pretend they were white people, like as like at like certain shows. They were called cakewalks, and like people would eat a bunch of cake and stuff. But I guess it was like the fun thing to do if you were a slave, because you didn't have to do hard work.
Yeah.
So people would talk about like, oh, it's just a cakewalk.
Okay.
That's what I heard. I don't know if I believe it. If you have any information about where the term cakewalk comes from, and I might be insanely wrong, as well as racist, which is usually the case, you can guess at fingerbangradio@gmail.com.
I think I'm right. Yeah.
Easy as walking on cakes,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
wouldn't be easy.
Yeah, it would.
No.
Yeah,
what
have you
kind
ever
of
done
cake?
it?
What kind of cake you thinking?
Birthday cake.
Yeah. Well, like I don't know what kind of birthdays you have, but I got good birthdays, and I go to DQ. Okay.
No, that's not a good birthday. A good birthday is homemade cake, motherfucker.
No, it's not.
Represent.
I don't like cake. I don't like cake.
Homemade ice cream cake, bitches.
You've had homemade.
My mom makes homemade ice cream cake.
Well, you know what, Brandon? Okay, our moms can't all be Martha Stewart's.
My mom isn't Martha Stewart. That'd be a really
I
shitty
thought
mom.
she went to jail. Your mom
She
go to
did,
jail?
but my mom went to jail for stabbing someone.
Okay.
Over ice cream cake.
If you had a store-bought cake, where would you go first?
The cake store.
And who cares? Even if it was homemade ice cream cake, it doesn't change the fact that it's not easy to walk on. Imagine just walk. That's like taking your shoes off and walking in
Why am I taking
slush.
my shoes off?
What, are you gonna ruin your shoes by walking in the cake?
A cakewalk? It's not like nobody ever said like, man, this is like a shoeless cakewalk.
I'm just assuming if there was an event called a cakewalk, where it was literally the way I picture it. Okay,
It's just walking on cakes.
it's walking on cakes.
Yeah.
Would you not take your shoes off?
No, you'd have cakewalking shoes. You'd have shoes that you're like, it's time for the big cakewalk meet. Like running shoes, cakewalk shoes.
That's ridiculous. I would.
You're
Yeah, but then it's
ridiculous.
just wasting a pair of shoes. It like, just take your shoes off.
Not if it's a contest.
I can run faster in barefoot. I feel.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're Beast from X-Men?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Cakewalk. Only on TLC. Wouldn't that be a great show?
No.
It was just a bunch of white people
Walking on
making their
cakes.
slaves dress up as cakes.
I dress up as cakes.
Yeah.
Okay, now it sounds funny.
Yeah, but like when I think birthday cake, I hate when you go to like a grocery store and they have like the generic bakery where they make like
It says like,
yeah, it's like
happy birthday, Mirtha. And you're like, who's Mirtha? And what's a birthday?
I don't think they realize you're not just supposed to pump out a bunch of different names and you have to find your own.
I always used to go as a kid and I'd be like, why isn't my cake here? And my mom would be like, that's not how it works.
That's not work. You can ask. How do you get the job? You know, like you go to a DQ and you get the cake though, they write on it in like cursive? Because I can't write in cursive that well, let alone using gel. You know?
Ask Haley.
She did that?
She worked at like the cake baking part of Walmart.
Okay.
And she decorated cakes and stuff. She would know.
See, I couldn't do it.
Haley, email us.
Fingerbangradio@gmail.com.
Or post on our Facebook walls, because you're one of the few listeners we're gonna.
Okay, so shout out.
We got a shout out.
All
We
right.
have two.
All right, bring it down.
Do you
Bring
have
it
your
down.
phone?
Bring her
do you
down.
Have, do you have the internet?
Woo guy.
Do you have the internet?
Guy.
Do you have the internet?
Guy.
Do you have the internet?
Are you friends with this girl?
Who?
This girl.
Dane?
Yeah, Dane?
No.
Well, I'll
I'm
find
not.
it here. Okay, so for the first
Ian
time.
Mitchell is.
First time in Fingerbang Radio history.
Well,
First time?
okay. It's not.
For someone mean you and I, the main hosts of this show, don't personally know.
And we didn't ask.
I did not beg for it, no.
Yeah, no. It was Go to Ian's wall.
Well, she joined the group, did she not?
Yeah, but like I don't think you're gonna see it. It doesn't show up like this person joined the group. This is a really long build up to the shout out.
Yeah.
We already said the person's name too, but still, want to get it.
I'm trying here, man. I really am.
Just go to his wall. It'll take like 3
I
seconds.
feel like it'll actually take longer, but whatever. Okay. So, for the first time in Fingerbang Radio history, someone has done a shout out on their wall talking about our show. So that was very exciting.
Yes.
So, let's go to Ian Mitchell's friends, okay?
You might remember he was our guest last week.
Very funny guy.
Hilarious.
So what's her name? D-I?
No.
Okay.
D-A.
D-A.
N.
N.
Oh, wait, there's a Y in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
D-A-Y. Dane
Blair.
Dane Blair.
Okay. Okay, so I can't see her wall, so what good did that
She
do?
posted it to Ian's wall.
Well, Jesus, Brandon.
That's why I said go to Ian's wall.
I thought you meant so I could go through her friends. Oh, this is terrible content.
I
This is terrible.
apologize.
I do apologize. Keep listening. We'll get there. We'll get there, everybody, as a team.
Yeah, this is actually a team building exercise. If you stick through this, there's bonus content at the end of the show.
To Miss Dane Blair from Newfoundland, I think, actually. She said, I'm listening to episode 6 of the Fingerbang Radio Show. Space, down, space.
Beat. She paused for a second.
I'm dying. She thought it was funny. Oh, celebratory. Cheers, sir. That came through clear. Slurp.
Delicious.
Delicious. So anyway, that was good.
It didn't mix well with all that coffee.
That was good that she said that. We have
We also have the
listeners.
American.
Yeah, we were joined by an American on the group.
We don't know your
If you do
name.
want to join the group, if you do come across this so seriously, get us on Facebook at the Fingerbang Radio Show. That's the group name. You can just ask us, you join, and then anything posted about the show will be there.
Like
random
last week,
facts.
the bassoon. We
talked about
a bassoon.
and then on the group, Brandon decided to post a picture of a bassoon, so
Just
we'd all
in
be
case
clear.
you're curious.
Yeah. Anyway,
Lots of fun stuff.
lots of fun stuff. It's basically like just kind of the place where everything's gonna go. So once uploaded, any new episodes that come out, you find out there. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that too much. How's that wine?
It's pretty good. Didn't mix too well with that coffee I just drank. Kind of had a weird...
Yeah. Would you drink it at a cakewalk?
Am I a contestant or a viewer?
One of the black people. Also, no shoes.
No shoes cakewalk?
No shoes cakewalk.
I'd be drinking
ice
right
cream
out of the bottle.
cake.
I'd be drinking out of the bottle.
Yeah, because I feel like that.
It'd feel gross.
You know the Oreos they put in those?
Yeah, that would
cut up the feet. That'd be like running on hard snow in January.
I imagine it'd be like stepping on a Lego. Like every once in a while you'd get that one piece and you're like, ooh,
Oh,
fuck.
goddamn. I was thinking yesterday how much I wanted to play with Lego again. Lego, to me, is all of the toys in one. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, if, like, I'm really into
You
Star...
really got to stop headbutting your mic.
Am I really headbutting it?
Yeah, you
Oh
keep
my
hitting
God.
it with your
It
head.
doesn't come through, because look, that's the whole point. See? This makes nothing. Yeah, don't punch yours. I think your mic stand's breaking. Is it hanging there? Oh, that's loud. Don't do that.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah.
I don't have a good mic.
It's basically the hepatitis of microphones.
Yes. Does
Lego.
that mean we can never get rid of it?
Yes.
Oh.
That's the herpes of microphones over
No,
there
that
in
just
the
means
corner.
it keeps flaring up.
My mic keeps flaring up. I was thinking the other day about Lego. Like, say when you're a kid and you're like, I'm really into Star Wars. Like when you're a kid and you go
Star
through
Wars
little
Lego.
fads, you know? No, but not even that. Like when you just had a bunch of Lego, you could be like, I just build stuff and be like, I'm going to pretend it's Star Wars. Like
Yeah.
it's all of the toys in one.
Yeah.
I always hated when
You
someone would
needed
be
to have
like-
an imagination, though.
I remember there was, we both were in the same middle school
Only
for a while, for a
year.
year or so. Did you remember the Lego Club? Were you in it? There was literally a club.
We were in the same club every time in grade 6.
Okay, well, this one, there was a Lego Club.
We weren't in the Lego
Okay.
club. We were in, because you got to be in 3 clubs over the course of the year.
So the way it would work, okay, so I'll try to get through this here. Every Friday, you would sign up. They'd give you a big list of all these clubs. So every Friday, so you'd sign up and you'd pick like 3 choices for clubs or whatever.
First, second, and third.
And there was clubs like Soccer Club, and then there was like...
Mitchell and I were part of the Warhammer
Warhammer
Club for
Club?
2 cycles,
Yeah.
and the last cycle we were part of the skating club.
It was a skating club?
Yeah.
Why did we join that? We're not athletes.
We didn't skate very much.
No. But anyway, so there's different clubs you sign up. Some of them have fees. You know, like if you're going skating, you have to pay like $20 or something.
Yeah.
I know, it's stupid. But there was one club. So every Friday you would go after lunch. The whole rest of the day on Fridays would just be hanging out, which was awesome because you're sitting there and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe you have class. And they'd be like, holy shit, it's Friday. I get to go bowling this afternoon.
I get to go like hang out
I get to
in
go
the
do
Warhammer Club.
Yeah. And like where you didn't even do anything if you didn't want to.
The
like,
Warhammer Club, the reason we didn't join it for the third cycle was because they made the rule you had to have Warhammer to go into it. And Matt LeBlanc didn't know that. And I'm pretty sure he joined it thinking that you and I were in it too. And then we were like, nope, we're skating. But then we never skated.
So you weren't there for the Lego club, but there was a Lego club. So you'd bring like whatever Lego you had, and then you go to like whatever Miss McIntyre's class. Yeah. And everyone would just sit around, play with their Lego, and do whatever. So it's pretty fun, actually. Like every week I'd just bring a bunch of Lego and do stuff.
Yeah.
But there's always these kids who are like, I built a castle. But I hated, and I don't know if it's an OCD thing, but the kids who would build a castle using all different colors. And it's like, your castle looks like shit, dude.
Yeah,
you
it just looked bad. It wasn't an OCD thing. It was an aesthetically
like, I don't know, like,
displeasing...
it's upsetting to look at. Like, if I was a Lego man, I wouldn't go in that fucker.
Yeah, no.
It looks like shit. Get your Lego fucking house together, asshole. God damn it. I remember I stole a Boba Fett Lego figure.
Really?
I did. I jacked it.
I stole an R2-D2 one once from my babysitter.
I ganked it.
Ganked? Wait, gank?
That's a term.
That
means to steal.
Not in my circles.
Okay.
My nerd circles.
Your nerd.
Gank has my nurkles. Gank has a completely different meaning.
What does it mean?
Well, it depends what game we're talking about.
See, I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't. Nobody does.
So
Ladies.
I ganked it because I went and they
Couldn't
would
you just
store
say like something other than gank?
No, I ganked it.
I don't like that term.
I jacked it.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so they would keep all the Lego in this little office area off of the library. There was a little office inside the library.
Wait. No, I'm confused here. I thought you brought your own Lego.
Yeah, but then, like, because you didn't want to have to bring it home every week, they would just store it in this room till the next week.
Okay.
But I went in to drop off my Lego till next week, and of course, fucking Mr. Boba Fett himself, Lego figure, sitting there, looking around. Who's not there? Nobody. So what do? I ganked it.
Who's not there?
Who's not there?
Nobody's not there.
Her buddy's not there. So I stole it, and I felt great. Never felt guilty. I've stolen things in my life.
Oh, we talked about this. I used to steal shit all the time in like grade 1.
Did I talk about this on the show though, where I literally stole anything that wasn't nailed down? Yeah. Because I did. Like, I didn't care. I was stealing literally boxes of chalk just to throw them away.
We talked about it.
Okay, fair.
We talked about it.
But I would steal anything because I don't give a fuck.
We know.
But from people, too.
Yeah, no.
I didn't care. No. Gel pens.
Yep. Yeah,
Very cool.
We've been over this.
Cakewalk.
It was a cakewalk.
It was a cakewalk.
Stealing Travis Strang's pencils was never easier.
Have you ever stolen anything?
From school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yeah. Nothing, like... I had a moral... figure in my life.
Who?
Well, it wasn't me.
Jesus.
No.
A Gandhi.
No.
Let me keep guessing.
Okay, yeah.
A Nicolas Cage.
Yes. It was.
Oh,
how'd you know it was Nick Cage?
I just guessed.
Yeah, you're my national treasure.
Yeah, that's sweet. Continue. What'd you do? What, did you actually steal something? Feel bad about it?
No. I was stealing a keyboard from the school. I told this story before.
Yeah.
I was like shoving it in my locker.
Yeah.
My ex-girlfriend's like, you're not one of those kids. Put that back. And I was like,
what? So that wasn't your moral dilemma. Nicolas Cage didn't interfere at all.
No.
You
when I did, sometimes
you would have ganked it for sure.
Oh yeah, no. I needed a new keyboard. For those of you who are at home, you're like, what are they? Nick Cage. When I do something wrong, Nick Cage is like. Most people are like, what would Jesus do? I'm like, what would Nick Cage do?
Yo, Bran, you shouldn't do that, man.
Or like he'll scream.
Yeah.
Be like, it's the bees, not the bees! And I'll be like, what the fuck?
Take the keyboard back. This was not a cakewalk at all.
They're in my eyes.
I love stealing. That's great.
Yeah.
I've never stolen from a store.
A friend of mine stole from a store while I was with him.
Yeah, that happened to me once,
He missed his pocket when he was going to put the chocolate bar in. So he's like walking out, just drops his chocolate bar on the floor. And like we're walking out, we get outside and he like looks at me and he's like, fucking run. And I was like, why? What happened? And then the guy like comes out, points at my friend, and goes, get back in here. And like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And he's like, I should call the cops on all of you. And I was like, excuse me, sir, what happened? And he's like, oh, never mind, not you. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
He had to work at the store for 2 days. And then when he was leaving, the guy felt bad for him and gave him a free slushie.
Sweet.
I was like, what the hell? He got in trouble for stealing,
and then
trying to get something for free, and then you're
cheaper
like...
probably than the slushie.
Yeah, a chocolate bar. Like
Nice.
a Kit Kat.
I went with Mitchell Ferguson once.
Oh,
I'm going to sell him out here. I'm going to sell him. He might get put in jail now.
Mitch Ferg.
Yeah, for the crime he committed about 10 years ago.
He's Fergie, right?
Yeah.
Same person?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we went down to the Aromukto Mall, the center
You're really selling him out here.
Center of Commerce.
Everybody knows the Ormukto Mall is subscribed to our YouTube channel.
Yeah. So we went down, and there's a knife and key store. Now, if you've never been in Knife and Key, they sell literally decorative swords, kitchen knives.
Knickknacks.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Oh, they do.
Lighters, and they engrave shit. So it's a weird niche market of a store.
Lighter fluid, too.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. They sell lighter fluid. So I go in with Mitchell Ferguson. The guy's like,
That's the point?
It is. White. Just wait. So we're sitting there, and of course, we're just a bunch of kids.
I like how you just called me white.
And I said, just wait.
You're like, that is white. Just wait.
That is, just wait. Oh, whatever. So we go in, and of course, the guy working there is kind of around the corner, and he's like, I don't care if these kids are in here. They're just looking at the cool swords on the wall, pretending they're samurais. Or
it's true.
You're ninjas. You're
ninjas. You're crusaders.
Yeah. Kill people, make them Christians.
You're Kill Bills.
Yeah. So anyway, we're looking, and the guy's like, whatever, and doesn't care, and he goes around the corner. Mitch Ferguson bends down, grabs a can of the lighter fluid, and starts doing like the brisk walk out the store, like the. You ever seen someone do a fast walk, like for exercising? But starts doing that, like to run out the store, and just leaves me in the store. So I just go, what? And I just run out behind him. What, man? Like, you can't steal? But then I didn't care. I was like, cool, man. You stole lighter fluid? Let's go set shit on fire.
With our non-existent lighters.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I always had lighters, but I never knew why.
Yeah, it was like fire.
Yeah, like my friend would buy lighters and be like, he'd get like the 3-pack, be like, can I have one? He'd be like,
sure.
You smoke? And I'd be like, no.
No, man.
Be like, okay. And he'd give me, and like my mom would
find
my room, be like, can I have a light? Like, can I borrow your lighter? And I'm like, yep. It was just accepted. I'm really.
What?
Like, I don't have a lot to me.
You're pretty jacked.
Yeah.
Brand's looking at his arm for some reason.
Well, like, I reached out and then looked and realized just how, like, there's nothing. Like.
Yeah, well.
Right now, I'm in a sleeveless shirt.
A tank top.
Yeah, it's a girl's shirt. It's my piece of shit shirt for when I don't care what I look like.
And he's also wearing a scarf and a hat.
It's very hipster.
I look pretty good. I think.
You're wearing
scratching yourself in my presence.
Yeah, my mustache was itchy.
Anything in the news that you heard about? Not Coney related, please God. If I hear one more thing, I don't care.
I think we're going to Coney Island in 2012.
Yeah, I know. There's a big cakewalk.
Yeah.
Continue. Anything new in the news that you heard about?
No.
This is great.
Like, I don't listen to I don't have TV.
Yeah, that's true.
Mass Effect 3 came out. That's the extent of what I know for the news.
I don't wanna.
Yeah.
Here's some fun. You want to hear some fun Sex in the City news?
No.
I'm gonna tell it to you anyway.
Well, no, that's not fair.
I'm gonna tell it to you.
No, you can't do that to me.
Apartment.
Fuck you too.
That the main character lives in goes by the name Carrie Bradshaw in the show, played by. That was a horse.
Oh,
Sarah Jessica
Seabiscuit.
A Sarah Jessica Parker.
A Seabiscuit.
The apartment that she lives in, supposedly it's a real apartment. I thought it was a set, right? Wouldn't you have guessed, like, for a TV show, it would have just been like a set, right? She actually lived in an apartment there. Like, that's a real place. I guess it's on sale now for like $9.5 million. Who cares?
That was your story.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering, like, who's going to be like, I'm going to dish out that kind of cash so I can live the Sex in the City life.
Me?
Really?
No. I don't. What's the Sex in the City life?
I'm trying to think, because I did a show today on AM 1700.
All the AM channels.
Yeah, it's like a top 40 AM channel.
So, like, What?
It's basically just top 40 music, like, you know, like your Lady Gagas, your Drakes, your
Keshas,
your
Bjorks.
No, we got no Borks. No Borks. What else do we play? We got your Lady Gagas, your Katy Perry's, exactly. Your California Girls featuring Snoop Dogg.
Katy Perry.
Your I'm trying to think more.
Kanye's.
Your Kanye Wests. Your Maroon 5s.
Your Jay-Z Pennies.
What? Jay-Z what?
Jay-Z Pennies?
Is that a joke? I don't get it.
What?
Jay-Z?
Jay-Z Pennies. You know?
Oh, like Jay-Z. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about to me right now? Anyway, so, today I had to do a show, so like...
urban things.
I tried to look up, because, like, our demographic is, like, women between the ages of, like, 18 and, like, 30 or something like that.
I was really hoping you were going to be it's between ages, like, 35 to 50, and I was like, that's a weird demographic.
No, it's, like, 18 to 30 something, maybe. So I tried to, like, find...
Our demographic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Definitely who we're appealing to right now. Cakewalk. So I did a story about...
love cake.
I did a story about, like, things you can do with peanut butter that... You know what I mean?
I saw you post that, and I was like, that has some disturbing implications.
No. It wasn't.
It wasn't like things I don't know about.
No.
I was like,
I'll give you the list, because... you're going to know.
No.
Clean,
if you give me the list, I will get up and walk out.
Clean leather furniture.
I will get up and walk out.
Get gum out of your hair. Brandon, don't go. Brandon has left.
Done with the list?
Can I give you one more?
No.
One?
No.
One.
No.
One.
I want to hear about peanut butter.
Fine. Things you can do with jelly. Cakewalk.
It's true. Jelly cakewalk.
I didn't know, like, I was, like, just going, like, Yahoo News. I just went through, like, their entire feed, and, like, they had one story about how, like, the coloring that makes Coke brown supposedly causes cancer.
Not surprised. It doesn't cause cancer.
Exactly.
I'd be more surprised if it didn't cause cancer.
If they were like, this just in, it saves you from cancer, I'd be like, doubtsies.
Yeah.
Doubtsies for sure.
I need to see the scientific proof. News people, people that write news, if you're listening, I don't care about things that cause cancer anymore because I just suspect everything does.
Here in Ottawa, we have a mayor. Bear with me.
We're getting to the bare bones facts here.
Yeah. I'm saying shit. This is basically CNN.
Yeah. It's true. We're like The Onion, but we don't know we're joking.
Yeah. Like Fox News.
Yeah. Or CNN.
Outside of City Hall right now, there's this thing called the Rink of Dreams. Have you heard of this? It's basically just like they built...
I don't leave the house.
Yeah, well, anyway. They built a hockey rink outside like Town Hall, and it's like all the boards like light up. Like they're all different colors. Cool. It's pretty cool looking. So supposedly it was in the news. That was like a huge story. Like they were like, because of the warm weather over the last 2 days, the Rink of Dreams may be closing because the equipment used to keep it cool stops working after when it's over 10 degrees. And it was like, Mayor Jim Watson says that they will continue to monitor the situation. My thinking is like, why would Jim Watson have like be the go-to guy to get a piece on why is the rink not working? He's probably like,
what's going on with the Rink of Dreams?
Yeah, he's like, I'm fucking dealing with taxes and like fucking major money over here. That's him holding a mic. Instead of just talking into the mic.
Hold it for him. He has to hold on to it. Both hands.
Like a chocolate bar. So anyway, yeah, like I just don't get it. Like who's going to Jim Watson? Why are you laughing? Brandon is in hysterics.
It's like a chocolate bar.
That's supposed to be Jim Watson on the news. Jim Watson, do you have anything to say into this robot penis?
About the Rink of Dreams? It's like a chocolate bar. Yes, I suppose it is.
No.
Fuck, we suck at electing people.
He's like, not exactly wrong, not exactly right. For CTV News, I'm Mitchell Bellier.
Signing off. Imagining that scenario, just, I couldn't deal with it. I'm not even drunk yet. Nope. I've had like 2 sips of wine. Yeah. This is gonna be a good show.
Yeah, it is. We still have a while. We can just go for as long as we want.
Yeah,
we live in the future. It's not gonna cap us at like
we live in the future. You know what's weird? People listening to this are listening to us in the past.
Mm-hmm. If you're in the future right now, email us about what's going on.
Yeah.
Thanks. In your world.
Oh.
Do it.
The other day, no, I'm worried about telling you this because I don't want to fuck up the future or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But don't freak out and don't let this ever affect any decision you're going to make. But I think you invent time travel.
Nice.
I was going to school the other day, and I saw a guy. He looked like you, but like maybe 28, smoking, complaining about the bus schedules. Like he's standing there, he's like, "Fuck, the bus is always late."
Yeah.
It's always something. That's why I thought it was you, because that's something only you say.
Fucking but it's always something. That's exactly what I say.
That's how we said it,
yeah.
and I was like,
oh shit.
like that
It's
is,
me.
it's like, why did he why did he come back here
Did
now?
at one point he say, "Man, I'm late for the show"?
I don't know. Like,
Damn it. Okay, so we fail. This is the last one.
Well, I'll see you later, guys. It was fun.
You already fucked it up by telling me. Don't you
We'll
know?
see. Now it can't affect any decision.
I guess I'll forget it. I'll delete this whole episode.
Yeah.
I'll neuralize myself, Men in Black style.
Neuralize.
That's what it was called.
Was it?
Yeah, aren't I a fan that I remembered that?
Yeah.
You excited for Men in Black 3?
Yeah.
It's in 3D. Okay. Excuse me. But I am very upset that they didn't call it Men in Black 3D. It's called Men in Black 3 in 3D. Why not just call it Men in Black 3D? That seems
Because
like
they don't want to be
something they
Spy
should do.
Kids. Spy Kids 3D.
Yeah, because Men in Black
3.
is so just like Spy Kids. Spy Kids is the worst goddamn movie of all
Spy
time.
Kids 4D.
Do you remember?
A Crack in Time.
Yeah, you've already seen it.
No.
Yeah,
Not
you
yet.
have. You have.
I've seen it?
It's in 4D. You've already seen it. That's my old joke. It's a pretty scientific joke about Ice Age.
Well,
I was like, "Do you see Ice Age 4D?" You already have, because time.
Yeah, but no,
is
in
a dimension.
Spy Kids, the fourth dimension was smell.
What?
Yeah.
Fourth dimension's time. We all
but
know
it was
that.
smell. When you're watching the movie, they gave you a little card, and when it got to points in the movie, you'd put like the number up, and you'd scratch the number and smell it.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's pretty good marketing, though. That's pretty cool.
It was an interesting idea. But
good
then,
idea, but it's kind of shitty.
Like looking at it, I was like, Jessica Alba, you can do so much better. Mm-hmm. It's Jessica Alba? Yeah, it was Fantastic Four lady. There was like a baby and a dog that did kung fu.
I hate that. If you ever seen Spy Kids 1, the two actors that like the kids, like that girl and that weird little ginger bastard, I really like. If I could go back in time,
Carmen and Junie.
if I could go back, I'd be like, abort those fuckers right now.
Really?
Oh, I hate them.
Really?
You like those kids.
I don't really care.
I
either way.
hate him. That little fucking douchebag
He was
with his
in,
moles.
the Halloween
I hope he
remake
dies.
of
I
his moles.
hope he had warts. Remember, he had warts all over his
Isn't it
fingers.
blisters?
No, he had warts.
Ew.
Yeah, and he always had colorful Band-Aid. If you're using colorful Band-Aid, if you're not just going
was
like...
Spy Kids want. Hey man, don't you go dissing themed Band-Aids. I have Spider-Man Band-Aids.
Yeah, but you're also doing it ironically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was
Yeah.
just a douchebag.
Doing it ironically.
I hated that kid. He always had like dressed stupid, and he just dumb. And they were like those kids who were like totally sheltered too in the show.
Help us, save us. Floop is a madman.
You think you were gonna leave the room earlier? I'm about to leave the room.
Oh, you want me to keep singing it? That was Floop's theme song. You just reverse it?
Do you want some things you can do with peanut butter?
We'll both get out.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave. Yeah, no, I hated that movie.
It was bad.
Also,
we
like-
watched it in grade 5, didn't we?
I don't know if we went. Yeah, we might have went theaters.
No, like in class.
We watched that movie in class.
Yeah, I remember
Great.
because when he presses the button and the car beeps and the doors unlock, Ryan...
Kinsella.
No.
Macaulay.
Yeah. He was like, oh, cool. And someone goes, it's the doors unlocking. My car does that. And I was like, thank you.
Well, not that impressive.
But then the dad, like, what's his name? Antonio Banderas.
Also known as Puss in Boots.
Yeah, he like kisses his wife like on the cheek. And again, I think it was Ryan McCulley goes, ew. And someone
Seriously?
goes, it was a kiss on the cheek. Not
That's
a big
because
deal.
Ryan McCulley is the kid in that movie.
Junie.
Junie?
Junie.
What a fuck.
I know.
They were weird. I don't know if they were Mexican or white.
I couldn't tell.
They're crossbreeding all over the place. Okay, that's all we know. The uncle was that like actor, the guy from Machete.
It's the same character.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Machete
Yeah.
is the uncle from Spy Kids.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh man, I forgot. Like I barely saw Machete. I was like half asleep.
I haven't seen it. I remember reading that. It's apparently, I could be wrong, but I remember reading it's the same character.
Anyway.
And it's like what he did before the Spy Kids.
That's like the only character he plays. You know, like there's this one actor, and the only character he plays is Mexican gangbanger. That's all he does. He just plays like a thug in every movie, like in like a MS-13 gang member. That's all he does. That's like, imagine that. Like, you're so typecasted that they're like, we need you to play another street racing gang member for Fast and the Furious 12. Kinda still fast, a little less on the Furious.
Why are we talking about Vin Diesel and or Paul Walker?
Yeah. Both of them together, terrible.
Yeah.
I remember there was part in Fast and the Furious that always pissed me off where like there was the kid who was all twitchy. I think they actually called him Twitch.
Yeah, probably.
And he was kind of like slower.
I don't think the Fast and the Furious movies were known for like their political correctness.
No, but I think that there was a part where he's showing him like the model for this car he designed. So he takes out a diskette and he puts it in his computer.
Wait, like a floppy disk?
A floppy disk, and he puts it in his computer, and then it pops up this crazy, amazing animation of like a car spinning and stuff. And I was like, that was a goddamn floppy disk, man. You can hold like
that held 8 megabytes.
Yeah, I'm like, you can, yeah, like maybe, and it's like you're showing like a rendered like vehicle created in a 3D program on there.
You needed a CD for that.
Yeah, you at least need a CD to show that off, like fully rendered. And I was like, dude, I can barely hold a text document bigger than 3 pages.
Do you know in one of the old Transformers comics, they store all of Optimus Prime on one floppy disk?
Damn.
Yep.
He ain't much.
That's how they brought him back to life.
Pretty great.
In Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, best line in the movie, secret scene, Vin Diesel shows up, the main character.
It's not even a secret scene, though. It's right at the end.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not even after the credits.
Okay. Best line, though, main character's sitting there, and he's like getting ready to drift race against the guy who's trying to challenge him. The window rolls down and it's Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
And he like looks at him and he's like, "Oh, your friend who died earlier used to drive with me," or something like that. And he looks at the Vin Diesel's car and it's like an American muscle car, and he's like, "I didn't know Heido liked American muscle." And Vin Diesel nods at him and goes, "He did when he was rolling with me." And I was like, Jesus Christ.
They are trying way too hard.
Yeah.
Thing is about like
they changed
the
direction
scene
of
in the
films.
movie. Like Vin Diesel wasn't in any of the movie except for that final scene. But did you not expect them to do that like as a stunt? Like, but the thing is, it's not like he's a big character in this huge series. Like that's like if they redid the fourth. Say they did the fourth Indiana Jones, but Harrison Ford wasn't in it. Okay, and it was just Shia LaBeouf. And then right at the end, he shows up. That would be the kind of callback that people would be like, "Oh shit, here we go." But in this one, it's like it's fucking Vin Diesel. Who cares?
Yeah, like he's not a big name actor, but they changed the direction of the films now, eh?
They're not about racing anymore.
It's like crime.
That's a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna take
kind of guilty pleasure movies.
Yeah, I didn't mind. Tokyo Drift is actually pretty entertaining. Like the acting is like an abortion on screen.
I didn't know
but
any of the characters' names when I left.
Yeah,
I walked out of the theater. I was like, white guy,
Chinese,
black guy,
yeah, Chinese, another Chinese. They're all Japanese. They're in Tokyo,
this is Japan. Yeah, Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we're gonna take a quick little break.
More money, more coffee, more weed.
Yeah, sure.
I'm a rapper now.
You're a gangsta thug.
I am. If you could see me right now.
Fuck.
Straight repping the hood.
Are you okay? You look sad with all these clothes. Look at you. Look at you. Are those my pants?
No.
Do you have a pair of my pants?
No.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I do have a pair. You gave them to me, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well,
No,
you said, I mentioned that I had them, and you said Merry Birthmas. They're mine now.
That's usually giving them away. Anyway, we'll be back in just a little bit with more Fingerbang Radio Show.
Wow! The Fingerbang Radio Show, hosted by Mitch and Brandon. New episodes every Saturday. They actually give a shit about what you have to say. Get them on Facebook. Search The Fingerbang Radio Show.
I ain't giving out no link.
fingerbangradio@gmail.com.
Why do you guys use Gmail?
Because we're goddamn professionals.
Hi, I'm Brandon.
And I'm Mitchell.
And we're from The Fingerbang Radio Show. Here in the studio, we like to have a lot of laughs, but today we're here to talk to you about something serious.
Stray cats in suburban neighborhoods attacking family and friends. We've prepared a couple tips to help prevent your friends and family from becoming victims. Tip number 1.
If you see a cat when you're out wandering the streets at night, find a box or similar object and place it on top of the cat.
Tip number 2.
Find a stick or other club-like object and commence bludgeoning the box.
And finally, tip number 3.
Lift up the box. If the cat still seems to be moving, throw it into a busy highway or under a passing car.
Stray cats are nothing to be laughed at. It is a serious epidemic plaguing our city.
So if you see a cat when you're out at night, remember these 3 words: box, bat, highway.
This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Fingerbang Radio Show.
Please, Fingerbang, don't go.
I gotta go, babe. It's time for
Podxploitation! Next week, look out for Podxploitation on the Fingerbang Radio Show. Hours upon hours of content.
They talk about things you didn't even know you cared about.
Well, you just found out you cared about, so you better listen.
It's hours and hours of straight podcasting. Don't they have anything better to do?
I don't think they have friends.
So they only have each other?
That's kinda nice. The Fingerbang Radio Show presents Podxploitation. Bring your family.
Bring your friends.
Bring your dog.
Don't bring your dog.
Bring your dog.
I don't want a dog in the studio.
Why?
It's loud.
Okay, Podxploitation.
And we're back with more Fingerbang Radio Show. We decided last night after we recorded the first half of this episode, we stopped for a minute, take a break, drank a bunch of wine, had a nice bonding moment. It was great. And then came back.
Tried to record a second half, got a half an hour in, but we were too drunk for it to be funny.
Yeah.
Which is like, doesn't make sense.
As it was just me yelling about Mexicans.
There was that.
It was very racist.
And
I
me...
apologize to the no one who will hear it.
And me talking about how my roommates were nice guys.
At one point I literally sat and went like, hey Brandon, what's that roommate's name? Like I didn't really have questions. It was more just me just being like, what's his name? What's he like? What's the other guy's name?
What does he do? And I'm like, I don't fucking know.
I don't know, and I don't care.
Yeah.
So we decided to take a night off, and we'll come back this evening. We're here with you, finishing the second half of episode 7.
Because we love you guys. We really do.
We do.
We do this for you.
You're cute. Look at you.
You? Right now? You?
Right now. You're adorable.
You're adorable. I love you.
Yeah.
Don't ever change.
Don't ever change. So you're telling me about who was that guy? What did he say to you?
Okay. Well, last night I went to bed drunk, which, like, surprise, surprise.
Naturally.
And I am I peaking? I'm hitting the end there.
Fine.
Okay. Okay. I had a dream where Mitchell and I were in Europe, and the guy we were with was kind of weird, like Power Ranger-y.
That's not like a term, though.
No, but he was very much like a Power Ranger, but he was dressed in like a full band uniform. Mm-hmm. And we went out downtown with him to buy some stuff. And someone got killed while we were down there. And he was holding the guy who was dying and looked up, and there was like the killer with the gun. And he goes... He's in his full band gear. He has like the big drum on his chest too.
Oh, yeah. How's he holding the guy if he's got the big drum?
I don't like. He was holding him like on top of the drum.
Long arms.
Yeah, it was weird. Well, like at the time, I didn't really notice that it was weird, but yeah, I guess it was a dream, whatever. But then he looks at the guy and he's like, "Looks like we got ourselves a new band geek." And I was like, "That was really awesome." Mm-hmm. And I woke up and I was really excited for it. I was like, it was a really badass like catchphrase. And then now I'm thinking about it and I was like, man,
there's so much more he could have did.
Yeah.
What are some other catchphrases he could have used? Look like bands in session. No. Shit. I'm trying to think. Something.
It's time to pick up the beat down. I don't know, like anything really. Like
look like someone dropped the beat.
Yeah, like.
Okay.
Really, there was a lot he could have gone with, but my subconscious is like, no, looks like we got ourselves a band geek.
Yeah, that's what your subconscious did.
Yeah,
your like subconscious place, like it's like, how did I come up with that, and why?
Like, yeah, that's my question: is why did I come up with it?
Remember I told you I was in my dream I was molested by a homeless man.
Yeah.
Literally, all he did was touch my nipples.
That would be me if I was a molesty homeless
So to get
man.
back at him, I attacked his nipples too.
Yeah? Oh.
But now we're even.
Well, because I'm a boob guy, I think if I were a molesty homeless man, that would be all I'd do. It'd just be like, show me your nipples!
Show me your nipples, homeless man. I haven't seen a good homeless in a long time.
Every homeless person in Ottawa has the same little shtick. They're like, oh, thank you for listening, unlike everybody else in this city. I'm really sick and I can't afford my medicine. And it's like, if we were in the States, I might fall for that. But we're in Canada, motherfucker. Socialism, bitch.
Deal with it.
Yeah, like, you can afford your medication.
Yeah. Well, homeless people. Great.
We love ya.
I know you're listening through your iPod from 6 years ago.
Or
How did you
those
link it to
implants that the CIA put in your teeth.
Yeah, that's true. I like the guy with the tinfoil hat.
Yes, he's my favorite.
Do you think that's ever been like in the government when they had a weird a theory about like how they're like the Reds are coming, and then they were like every government
Had like a tinfoil implant.
Yeah, or like just like a shitty tinfoil hat. They're like, go home, make a toque.
They're sitting in like the war room with their little tinfoil hats. So like, don't worry, Mr. President. As long as you wear this, they won't be able to hear your thoughts. And fucking
Nixon.
Nixon's like, why don't we just bug Watergate?
Oh, I don't want to wear a tinfoil.
Oh,
And
Nixon.
then he was impeached.
Impeach?
Is that the term?
I think so. I think didn't he just like back down when they're like, hey, you tapped all these phones. He's like, oh, I resign.
You're a liar. Okay. When the president does it, it's not illegal.
You can't prove I'm a liar if I'm not the president. And everyone's like, it's true, he got us.
He's a ghost. He was a ghost the whole time. We know
true.
that now.
Yeah.
Science proved that.
It's true. It did. The other day, I read it.
Were you good in like science class?
I was good in, not biology.
You took biology?
I took biology.
I didn't.
I was, when it was like the general mixed sciences, I did really well on like the, like chemistry portion.
Okay.
But like, I don't like chemistry, so.
Yeah. Me neither.
The world missed out on an amazing chemist.
Yeah. I made Kool-Aid.
Yeah?
I mixed 1 part water, 1 part
Cool.
Kool-Aid powder. Look what I got now. Oh my god. Yeah, I sucked in school, especially for science. I didn't do science. I didn't do math. I did nothing of the sort.
I did like the artsy stuff.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I consider myself very artsy.
Me too. Pretentiously so.
Yeah.
I like to take really pretentious Facebook profile pictures and then like upload them and put little things underneath like, I'm so ugly in this one.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't like the lighting. So people go and they're like, this picture's amazing.
Oh my god, he does lighting in his iPhone photos?
Android.
Okay.
I said artsy.
Artsy. Yeah, that's true. You don't conform.
It's true.
You are, what are we doing? What do we even do today?
Nothing.
What did you do? I got up and went to my girlfriend's house while you stayed here.
I woke up today. I went downstairs. I got a coffee. Fell asleep on the couch, and then some like Mexican guy showed up to your house.
Oh, the Mexicans are back.
Yeah, he had to do something with like, he's like, I have water. That's all I understood. I'm like half asleep. I'm like, yeah, man, knock yourself out. And he like goes into your basement, did something in your basement. It's probably a bomb. And then he's like, I need you to sign this paper. And I was like, I don't even live here. Mm-hmm. But I signed for whatever he did.
Well, you probably signed away my house. That was a deed. And it was a test.
It's true.
You messed up.
It's true.
I'm amazed. Like, if I was him and like, did you watch him when he went in the basement?
I walked him to the basement and
Okay.
stand down there while he was in the basement. I was like, fuck it, I gotta piss.
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom.
Meanwhile, he's like turning a pipe and you take a piss and flush and shoots piss all over his face.
Oh, I didn't.
He didn't flush.
No, I didn't. I just remembered that now.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, because he could have stole all my shit. My basement's got good stuff for any robbers, any burglars out there.
If you want to burgle his house, I'll tell you the garage code. Just hit me up.
Yeah.
Follow me on Twitter.
Follow me on Twitter, and I will definitely get that.
I will direct message you his.
I'll put it on the Facebook group after this.
Yeah.
If you want some shitty couches and some textbooks that I stole over the years,
There's
you know where to go.
There's a manual for like astrophysics down there.
Yeah,
I
again,
apologize for beeping.
I really don't know why that would be in my house.
Yeah,
Nobody in my family at any point would have been like, I'm going to do astrophysics. Nobody.
It seems like your dad could, but then
Yeah,
like he
but
wouldn't.
Not to mention the fact that isn't it in French?
No, it was English.
See, then that makes no sense.
Yeah.
So it must have been my mom's. My mom's no astrophysicist.
Nope, she's
definitely
more of a fashion guru.
For sure. We didn't have that textbook.
Not
Well,
well. At
we
least,
found some weird stuff in my basement though over the years.
I think we went over what we found before, but
It's a weird place.
it is. One time I think I found a mummified cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you threw it away, which my family was very upset with you.
Yes,
keeping
it
that.
turns out it was his dead grandpa's.
Yeah.
I didn't know why they wanted it.
It was my dead grandpa's penis, is what you found, but you thought it was a cat. Hairy guy, very hairy.
Oh yeah, large. He was very well hung.
Very well hung. That shit had a knee in it.
Yeah, it was surprisingly well hung.
Yeah.
I remember one time, I don't know why, my friend asked me about like prison rapists.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, every prison has a rapist named Bubba. That's just like,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's common knowledge.
yeah. But then I was explaining how like the prison rapist would have like an elbow joint in his penis that went in any direction, so he could like rape you around walls and shit.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get caught.
Yeah.
So like you stand the guy around the corner, and then he's like just kind of shuffling his hips from side to side, and he's raping you.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like a joke, but then someone's like, what happens if he pisses? And it'd be like a Crazy Daisy, you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like that, just kind of all over the
He's
room.
got an elephant dick. Just spraying everywhere. You gotta catch his cum with a You gotta catch his cum with a little shitty net. With a butterfly net filled with cum.
That his semen is apparently like the size of a nickel.
Yeah. Big chunks.
Yeah.
They look like big tadpoles flying everywhere. If you went, okay, here's the situation, all right?
Excuse me.
You're at Walmart.
Yep.
Okay, you go and
Does this still have to do with tadpole semen?
No, it has. Well, eventually it will.
Oh.
We'll get back to it maybe. Okay, say you're in Walmart.
I don't know what you do at Walmart, but
You're in Walmart and you go to the pet department.
okay.
You know they have fish in the pet department, like they have a wall of fish.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens? The guy bags up the fish for you.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll have that one. I'll name it Goldie.
Splashy, Bubbles, because I'm bad at naming fish.
Yeah. Like just like if you were to buy a cat, you'd name it Whiskers, Midnight, Fluffy.
No, I'd name it Mr. Meowgie.
That's true.
Because I am a good namer of cats.
Yeah, when it comes to fish, though, he's a big fucking loss.
I just like, I don't know, I look at them and I'm like, you don't do much. Bubbles.
Bubbles, he's like, fuck you. Or, because that's what
That was, that was a pigeon. Apparently you don't know what a fish is.
Oh, the water. Okay, so
Yeah.
the one's in the water. So you go, you pick out your fish.
Easy
you get
mistake.
One. Easy, not of course. He bags it up, he puts a little tag on it, and he's like, you can just bring this to the cash with all your other purchases, you know, your Aunt Jemima syrup.
Aunt Jemima.
Your Aunt Jemima syrup, your flat jack chicken patties, your plastic ball from the big ball cage.
Oh, I always wanted those. My parents never got me one.
Yeah.
Mom, Dad, I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed. So you get your fish, you go to but then like you're walking through the store, and you decide, you know what, I can get all this stuff somewhere else, but you have the fish in your pocket in the bag. Okay? Yeah, that's happened. And then you walk out the store.
Hey, you put fish in your pockets?
You walk out the store and you've stolen the fish.
Yeah.
So the security guy chases you down. But at this point, you're like, I don't want to go through the embarrassment. I'm pretty sure I can outrun the fucking
Walmart security.
Like the door guy who puts stickers on your purchases.
Yeah, like,
right?
he's like 80.
He's 80. You know, bad knee, usually has a cane. How did he get this job? Just die
because
already.
it's just standing there.
Yeah. So you're running and he starts chasing you, but then you find out that this guy was in the Olympics and he fucking books you down as fast as he can. And then you trip and you land on the fish and you kill the fish.
Yeah.
Okay? So not only are you a thief,
You're a
fish
murderer.
Okay? Not to mention this guy throws his hip out. Attempted murder in some
I
weird
don't
way.
think you can get in trouble for that.
We also live in a world where you're going to get in trouble for killing a fish, so...
Oh,
go with
good
it.
point, good
Deal.
point.
So, okay, you go to prison, sir, you're going to jail. You're in jail for, like, 30 years. That seems appropriate, right?
Yeah,
For running
it's
from Walmart
yeah, at
with a
least.
fish.
Yeah, and murdering said fish.
You get in there, they're walking you through naked, Shawshank Redemption style, with like...
Because everybody was naked in that movie.
They were at the starting. They walked them in naked. They got them naked, sprayed them down.
Yeah, they
covered them,
deloused them.
Deloused them, they're naked. That's the way they do it. And then they walk them through the prison naked. Into
they?
their cells. Yeah.
I don't remember that part.
So
I must
anyway,
not have been watching the porn version.
all the gangsters are like, because it's all gangsters. They're all gang members, hiding behind the fence, yelling.
Like
things at you.
gangbangers.
Like, they're saying stuff like, oh, you look pretty, dog. You know, like, oh, you know.
I want to put my penis in your asshole, Holmes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like that guy's
yeah.
just he doesn't understand double entendre.
Yeah, not at all.
He's the guy who's like on his first date and he's like, I want to put my penis in your vagina, if you know what I mean.
He's like, I
Yeah?
do know what you mean.
Surprisingly.
You know, I'm gonna take you on a date to the toilet. You know. So anyway, you're afraid. You're guilty.
What kind of date
Right?
goes
Well,
to
you're
the
in prison,
toilet?
so you don't have many choices. Okay.
true.
Now you have the choice between 5 jobs in the prison.
Okay.
Not jobs, but positions to be filled within the general jail community. Number 1.
Doggy.
What? No. Listen to me.
Okay.
You have shank builder. Okay. You build shanks. Okay. No, wait. I'm not.
I'm assuming these aren't like prison sanctioned jobs, making like.
No, it's like around the community.
Okay,
like What
okay.
you're known for. Okay?
Yeah.
You're the guy who
makes a good shank.
you're either the shank builder. You're the guy who goes to the like you sit down with like people, like family comes in and they like throw drugs across the table and you take in drugs into the
So
prison.
you're like kind of the drug mule.
You're the drug mule of the prison.
Yeah.
Very stressful, very dangerous job.
Yeah.
But again, shank builder has its stress too. You're fucking
Building
cell,
shanks.
Your cell gets raided. Who's the guy with 17 fucking plastic knives and a fucking newspaper rolled so tight you could stab a fucking horse? Number 3. Okay.
I'm always scared of the horses when I'm in prison.
yeah. Well, the what would you call him?
Careful,
The dean? Well, no. Who runs a prison?
Superintendent?
No. There's another term. Shit. Anyway,
Let's just go with Dean.
the president of jail.
He's
Would be his name.
who I voted for.
Okay, that's who I voted for. The 3rd job, little bitch. So you get passed around the prison.
Yeah.
You know, showers aren't your favorite time. You know,
That's not really a job.
a
then.
day you don't get diddles is a good day altogether. Okay.
Can we just agree, even out of prison, that's a good day?
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
in prison,
Yeah.
that'd be like a vacation. Like, yeah, I don't
I imagine your nickname, if you got little bitch, yours would be something like Cotton Balls,
Cotton
maybe.
balls. You could be.
I
you
feel.
get-
I
but the thing
think
is-
I would be like.
But okay, for me, I think they would go after me and pretend I'm a girl. Whereas you, they'd be like, he's a guy, but I want to have sex. with him.
Yeah.
So you,
Maybe I would be Cotton Balls. You'd be something like Cinnamon Buns.
Okay, I'll be the guy that they pretend's a girl. So my name in prison, if I had that job, would be Susan B. Anthony.
Yeah, you would tell them like, call me Susie B. Anthony.
You.
Yeah. I don't think they'd change my name if I
No,
was a
no,
guy.
no. I'm gonna change your name for you.
Yeah.
Would be
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen, or the Santa Claus,
Or Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, or they'd be like, "Yo, dog, give me some of that Home Improvement."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Number 4 out of jobs. Okay. Snitch.
Yeah.
Another very dangerous job.
Very dangerous, but you get benefits from the prison
system.
Yeah,
But
like
again,
the actual.
they can't protect you all the time.
Yeah.
So then someone's doing deal with Shank guy who got that job.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna make you their fucking Susan B. Anthony all of a
Or
sudden.
Tim Allen.
Or your Tim. They're gonna Home Improvement you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tim, the
Or-
tool man, suddenly has a
tool
some,
for ya.
Yeah, some terrible implications.
Yeah. So you could be that guy.
Well, I guess no.
Also, for that job, you have to grow a hunch. Okay.
And you have to wear. I imagine you have to wear a fez all the
you have
time.
to wear
Yeah.
a fez or like a really tiny.
People
beanie.
who are listening, I will post a picture of a fez hat
Yeah.
in the group.
No need. Aladdin wore a fez.
Yeah, Aladdin was Doctor Who, the 11th Doctor. He is fond of fezzes.
Sure. Okay.
He is. He thinks they're cool.
And then the 5th job, give me a minute.
Yeah.
Okay?
Do I have to pick which job I would choose?
I will give you the choice after, and you're going to
Okay.
give me a detailed explanation
Of why. Okay.
Number 5 would have to be... librarian who is responsible for secretly delivering in packages. Now, you can get in a lot of trouble, right?
But you're
Also,
well respected.
You are well respected. You have to be in there a long time before you get that job, though.
Yeah.
Also, you work with Shank Guy delivering his product around, as well as Drug Mule Guy.
Yeah, well, because you put it in the books.
You put it in the books, yeah. Would you like a copy of Treasure Island with a little Coke and a toothbrush sharpened?
I've got the secret here. The secret is that it's filled with meth and knives.
Yeah, and bees.
And bees, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bees. I'm sorry for scratching my beard into the mic.
Or you can do your time, get touched by a giant guy every once in a while with a dick with a knee in it. Okay, this is the 6th position. You work.
There's only 5.
You work out a lot. This isn't a position, it's more just like the 6th choice.
Yeah.
So, touched a little bit, work out a bunch, let's see, trade cigarettes.
Kind of
things.
become Tim the Tool Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, no.
No? You don't become the rapey kind of guy?
No, you just
You
become...
don't fall into the
You dabble,
corruption.
like you buy from here and there, you get some packages delivered.
You're just a regular Joe.
You smoke a little reef, some mad reefs.
Some reefer madness? Partake in the reefer?
Okay, but if you had to pick one of the 5 jobs, what would you pick and why?
I'd have to go with in my mind, I want to be the librarian position.
Yeah.
And, that's just, it's I like books, and it's it is a stressful job, but, it's a little easier on you than the other ones, because you're not fucking in your cell making shanks all the time.
But you have to, but if you want
I would have to be there for a long time.
Okay, so you can go for a shorter sentence, but you have to pick one of the other 4 jobs. What would you do?
I think I'd go with Shank Guy, because
Yeah.
I would always have protection on me. I would always have a shank, because I'd be making shanks all the fucking time.
Okay. So you'd bring your work home with you. And
Yeah. Everywhere I went, I'd have, fucking bandoliers of shanks.
Yeah, Cambodian style.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just hundreds of shanks.
Well, if you're going to take that job, there's another lineup of questions for you.
Yeah, okay.
You have a piece of bamboo,
Yep.
a magnet, like a fridge magnet,
Okay.
an Allen key left over from when you built some IKEA furniture, and you were like, what is this Allen key for? It doesn't even fit any of these screws. One of those.
Why do I have IKEA in prison?
Dude.
I've been there for a while. I'm the librarian.
You've collected some shit for these last 5 years, okay?
Okay.
You also have a cork,
Okay.
and the container applesauce comes in. No applesauce, no tinfoil, just the plastic.
Okay.
Build me a shank.
Sharpen the bamboo.
Okay?
That's it.
But you have to use all the items.
Why? I guess melt down the...
Sir, you have the job.
Yeah,
And then
but
you just sell the other stuff to buy your way out of sex with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
There you go. You win the game.
Yeah.
You
It's
wouldn't
easy.
have to deal with any of this if you just didn't steal fish.
Yeah. It really comes down... Folks, what we're getting at...
Don't steal fish from Walmart.
And if you do, don't murder them. And make sure that the door guy isn't an Olympian.
And if you're going to do a harsh crime, make it real harsh so you're there long enough that you can become librarian.
Librarian, man. He's...
Yeah.
You get a little bird.
Mm-hmm.
They always have a bird, and they trust the bird.
Yeah, he's a good friend.
It dies. It always dies. But at least you have a bird for 20 years.
Yeah. How long do birds live?
I don't know.
5 years?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
I have no
it's
idea.
never die of old age. It always gets killed by a guard. Or
Yeah.
the prison superintendent guy.
Okay, well there you go. Then there's the heartbreak involved with being a librarian, where the harsh ass guard's like, "I hear you've been delivering shanks to all these inmates." Grabs
You better
the bird,
stop, and
cracks
yeah.
the bird's neck, chicken style.
Yeah, and then
he
tells
makes
you
a
gotta
bunch
stop.
of McNuggets and feeds them to you secretly. Then you're emotionally scarred,
But if it's secretly, I don't
You're
know
responsible
that
not only for the death of a fish, the broken hip of an old Walmart man.
Which, let's be honest, I'm not going to feel bad for that.
Not at all. The bird, the fish, the old man's hip. Not to mention the countless people you've put in the fucking hospital from delivering shanks and drugs.
And drugs, yeah.
You know? Not to mention you have that job, but you used to get a lot of raped.
Or not if you were the shank guy first. Which I was.
Can you work your way up in the system?
Like, start out as the bitch, become like the... What was the other one? The snitch? No,
Bitch,
no.
the snitch, the shank, the librarian.
I think it would go snitch, bitch, shank,
You
librarian.
can't work your way out of snitch. Once you're a snitch, you're a snitch forever.
Well,
Unless
what
you
I-
get stitches, according to that old adage.
Yeah, bitches get stitches. And snitches...
Snitches get stitches.
No, it's snitches and talkers get stitches and walkers.
Okay, wait.
So you'd end up with a walker. You would become the old man at Walmart.
Oh! You get out after years of being the librarian.
And then some fucker steals a fish.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
Guys,
my
if
God.
you're in prison, do not become a snitch. It'll just
Yeah.
come full circle.
Bitches become snitches, who eventually get stitches and start delivering library books and,
And
become Walmart
because they're a
guys.
snitcher, they're also a talker, and talkers get walkers.
Yeah.
And then you work at Walmart because, like, who's gonna hire a guy with a walker?
Not to mention an ex-convict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you see a kid that looked an awful lot like you when you were younger stealing a fish.
You want to tell him not to do it, but he runs too fast.
And
but then
because you were in prison and you were used to
and
running
it worked
from...
out so much and running from the rapist that you're very fast.
You're very... You're fairly
like Yoda.
fit.
You're like Yoda, like he's really weak, but when he uses the Force, he's like, wow.
Yeah, and you're like trying to help this kid, but
Yeah.
then you throw your hip at... It's... Guys, don't even go.
Don't go there.
Yeah.
Don't go to prison. It's a bad place.
It is.
Remember when we were there?
I met some... We did meet some nice people.
Nice people. Some straight shooters.
We started rolling with a gang.
And by straight shooters, I mean like the straight shooters who guard the yard.
Yeah, no, our gang was the prison guards. We
Yeah.
joined their gang.
We joined their gang. We hung out with them. We had tattoos on our faces.
I don't show it off anymore, but I have prison bars tattooed on my ribs.
Yeah, I thought that was a barcode so that you could, when you went through the store to buy Red Bull, they would just scan it really
It's
quick.
a little of both. It's not Red Bull though.
Okay.
It's Mellow Moods.
Oh, Mellow Moods.
Yeah. It's easier. I'm just like, scan me 3 times. And they're like,
Consensus,
"Got it."
don't become a Walmart guy.
Yeah,
And
it'll...
bitches become snitches who get stitches.
And talkers get walkers.
and then work at Walmart.
Yeah, so
There you go.
comes full circle, guys.
That sure did.
Fingerbang Radio, we look out for you.
That's the job I would have too. Librarian.
Oh, I thought you meant...
I'd do the extra crime just so I could have the easy way.
Yeah, I get it. I would never like.
I would also play that game in the yard with the cups and the little rock.
Oh, you'd
know?
you'd be a hustler.
I'd be a hustler, but then I'd probably get shanked.
I got tweeted
Oh, you got tweeted?
on air.
Oh my god. This is very live.
Well, I don't
Soon
think
enough.
it's about the show.
Soon enough at the Fingerbang Radio Show, I will have a webcam up, so you will be able to catch us on Ustream every week and actually watch me and Brandon in the studio sit here and pretend we're actually talking.
Oh, it's a
to
direct
someone.
message.
Ooh.
What's it say? Oh.
What?
Well, you remember that virus thing you had?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, someone posted to me, or tweeted at me, and it says, "Hey, some people have been spreading some nasty rumors about you." And I'm like, joke's on you, hackers. I'm not popular enough to have rumors spread about me.
So
Or
what if-
at least
what
I
if-
wasn't.
That's the hack. So when you click it, of course, it gives you a little bit of a virus kind of thing going.
Sends it
But
to all your Twitter.
My question is, how...
How did you fall for it?
No, but not that.
Oh, that's my question.
What if one day I actually have to tell you that someone's talking shit about you on the internet?
Are you gonna direct message tweet it to me with a winking
Well,
sad face emoticon?
This way, if I texted it to you, would you still be curious?
Like a text message?
Yeah, because I mean, I've still gotten spam text. From
I would just ask you. I'd be like, hey man.
Most of it
like-
was like, you've won a cruise.
Yeah. I got one that was like, you can watch the Super Bowl for free if you text this number. I was like, I don't even like sports.
Yeah. Can I not text and... What do I have to do to especially not go?
Yeah,
What will
like-
get me out of it?
What will make me forget it's happening? I did forget it was happening. Actually, the Super Bowl, I didn't know it happened.
Did you watch it all?
No.
The halftime show?
Nope. The only reason I even knew about the halftime show was because I was listening to a podcast. They're like, hey, did you see the halftime show? And I was like,
Sports?
What?
What's it to you?
What is it good for?
What kind of
Absolutely nothing.
What kind of sports do they play in prison?
In prison?
Basketball.
Baseball?
Baseball.
No, it's baseball.
When would they play baseball in prison? Who's going to give a bunch of convicts a bat and a ball?
I'm fairly certain I've seen it before. It's like it's like slow pitch softball. And there's guards with guns. Like if someone starts running at you with a bat, the straight shooters. Yeah, we rolled with them. You know how good they are.
Do you think in prison sports you can create your own team, or do you think they like they?
I think it's just pick up.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So they like just draw names from a.
Well, I think you just.
From a bitch's anus.
Well, I think you. Well, yeah, probably, but I think you just stand in a line. And they're like, "We want Freddie Prinze Jr." Like Freddie Prinze Jr.
What are you doing here?
That's why you haven't done anything since Scooby-Doo 2.
You've been a librarian. What a respected guy.
Yeah. He's too pretty. He'd be a bitch.
People are texting me and it annoys me.
Yeah? At least you're not getting fake tweets.
Anyway.
I was excited because I thought it said, "Hey, I'm laughing," and I was like, "I'm funny."
And no one's listening to this. Who's bugged this place?
It was me.
Brandon.
Yeah?
We should drink.
Can I drink? I don't want you to be drunk. You're really bad at this when you're drunk.
That's all there is.
That's half a bottle to yourself?
I do have
I know you. Yeah, and you've already had a gin?
You know me. You do.
We're not good at this when we're drunk yet.
No, it really didn't work.
I think we have to start the show, get steadily drunk, no taking a break, getting drunk, and then trying to come back.
For sure.
We have to keep going.
Because then
that was our problem.
If we try to get into a flow whilst drunk, it does not work.
Yeah, we just couldn't. It was bad. You'll never hear it.
What did we watch today? Fantastic Four.
We barely watched that. We watched more Batman Forever.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know, man. Fantastic Four wasn't half bad.
Jessica Alba, though.
I'm kidding, it was terrible. Jessica Alba can suck my dick. I don't like her. I don't think she's fucking adorable.
But telling her to suck your dick, like, that's
not
really
mine. Okay, it's a metaphor for go away, lady.
Is it?
It is.
I don't think it's a metaphor.
Clearly you haven't actually been to prison. You spent too much time with the guards on their team.
Yeah.
Football with Adam Sandler and the other guy.
I wasn't with Adam Sandler. I was on the other team.
Oh yeah, you're on the guards team. Yeah. Were you the guy who they gave the steroid to?
The estrogen?
The estrogen?
No. It was close.
Yeah.
Nearly took those.
Yeah, you were like, are those my Benadryls?
Yeah.
There must be a cat around.
There was. You had a cat as a librarian. It was weird. Nobody.
Not to mention you're allergic to birds.
Yeah.
And Walmart people.
Walmart people do. I break out in hives.
Want to go to Walmart tomorrow? Just look around, see the toys. I like going through the toys every once in a while.
I don't know. Are we gonna steal a fish?
No.
I'm scared.
Actually, I haven't seen it. I think they got rid of that.
They did in Trenton.
Yeah, they don't have it here either. I don't know, like, why. I'm sure that... Because the way I see it is, like, how many fish are you selling to make it, like, worth your while to clean out, like, 50 fish tanks?
I don't think they really
week?
clean them out that often.
Yeah, it's true. They probably had, like, the craziest pumps on there cleaning that shit just so they didn't have to look at it.
Yeah.
And this one was like, oh, can I get a fish? They're like, what? You mean the aquarium? They're like, yeah, can I get a fish? They're like... Well, I'm gonna go. Are those for sale? I'm gonna ask my manager, and then they had to go. And
there was actually in Trenton for the longest time they sold. It was fish that you were supposed to feed to like the carnivorous fish.
Yeah.
And they were like 25 cents.
Yeah.
And we used to you'd buy those in high school and you'd just keep it in your locker. Like you'd buy a plastic cup, fish food,
nice.
A 25-cent fish, and you just have it up in your locker and you'd feed it, and the teachers would get pissed at you. They'd be like, you can't keep pets in your lockers, and it's like, fuck off.
That's brilliant. That's what I would do. I don't know why I never thought that. Like, go to a pet store, buy like a $2 fish.
No, we bought 25-cent fish.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like, just grab a fucking
cheap-ass fish,
like a little thing to put it in, and like a thing of fish food. That'd been hilarious.
Yeah, we did that for like grade 10, but then they stopped selling fish.
That would be a good time.
It wasn't bad.
That'd be really good.
Then like sometimes they'd die over the weekend and just kind of rot in someone's locker.
Yeah. Then you just throw it at someone.
Yeah, I got lucky. Mine always died. Like, it'd be alive in the morning, and I'd come back, like, because they didn't last long, because they were only supposed to be, like, food.
Who cares? 25 cents. And you're rich.
So. I was, for the longest time.
Yeah.
Very rich young man. Upstanding young citizen.
Yeah.
Then I went to prison.
Then you went to prison. Prison's
Grade 9
weird.
was a rocky year.
I could watch prison documentaries like over.
I can't
and
watch the TV shows though.
No.
I found the shows like Jail. They make me sad to be a human.
Yeah. You're like, these are the worst kinds of people.
Yeah, and I was like, I was one of them.
I hate that in prisons they got rid of metal bars. You know what I mean?
My mic is falling. Can we pause so I can fix it?
Yeah, just a second here. Hold it up. Hold it.
I am holding it.
Okay, we'll be back in a second.
Maybe. Yeah.
And we're back. Yeah, just mic problems. For some reason, because I've been using that tripod with the microphone taped to it in some hopes that, I don't know, it would work.
It was working fairly well.
Until the tape just kind of fucked
Yeah,
up.
well, the mic weighs too much.
You can't trust electrical tape.
You can't.
You get that shit up at,
They're like electricians.
plumbers.
Plumbers.
Doctors in pants that show their crack. That's
Doctors?
all that plumbers are. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I stick with my statement.
Oh, I believe you.
Wait, one thing about the prison that I was talking about. When did they get rid of jail bars and put in doors? You don't see prison bars anymore.
What?
You don't see
do?
like no, you don't. It's all like big doors with the little glass window.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
Every
know
TV
that.
show I watch, that's all it is.
I didn't know.
find it
I
really
thought-
takes away.
I think maybe that's like a higher security prison. Like I think in like one of the minimum security prisons, it's bars.
Really?
I would think
What would you rather have?
bars.
Really?
No.
I think I'd rather have the door.
I'd rather have the door.
Yeah. It's like I'm trying to masturbate in here.
Maybe higher security, it's bars because then you can just see in all the time. So you can't really do anything if you have bars.
Yeah, I guess, but I think it's harder to like transfer like merchandise and shit.
If there's bars?
Yeah. No, when there's a door. When there's bars, they'll take a piece of string and like chuck it over a fucking ledge, and someone will be like, "I got your fucking crack," and then pull the string back. Like,
Yeah,
go fishing
that's what
and shit.
that's
With the door, how the hell are you supposed to do it? How is there so much drugs and shit in jail? I don't know how they get away with like so much rape and stuff. When are they that much around each other?
it's true. Well,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When in prison are you with the other inmates that much that you have time to fucking
be known as
be
like
known-
that's the rapey guy.
Yeah, like you're in your cell, then they walk you out in a straight line to the yard.
I guess it's-
where you're watched with snipers. Then you go to the cafeteria. No one's like having sex with each other in the middle of the cafeteria. No, trust me, that would be weird.
Oh, I've
They'd
done
be
it.
Like, no, just knock it off. So when, in what time are they like busting
Well,
down each
I'm
other?
assuming there is everyone like there's probably every once in a while someone gets away. I think it's like again, it seems like that'd be more of like a minimum security thing, but then rape isn't really like minimum security. Like that's something
guess, yeah.
you want to watch out for.
When you go to jail, like hold up at night in a police station, I don't think that's a big risk.
It's like a drunk tank.
Yeah, drunk tank.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, drunk tank. It's just uncomfortable because you're in a room full of people.
Yeah, lots of tattoos and
Yeah.
angriness.
And you're just kind of like
Sad
oh,
mothers
fuck.
and disappointed people.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we want to cut the show short.
Gotta cut a little short.
Nice, thanks for yawning there. I'm gonna have to put on the yawn disable button. That's a thing. I'm working.
That's
with
a
the future.
really high tech soundboard.
Yeah, I know. Boop, boop, boop. There, it's gone.
Oh,
It also makes noises.
yes.
I wish, I hope in the future all of the buttons on our, hologram screens make beeping buttons.
Hard light?
Noises. Yeah. Hard light.
It's the best. That's the best kind of hologram.
Of all of the holograms.
Of all the holograms.
It's definitely the best. I go with lightsaber.
It's not a hologram.
It's in a way a hologram. It's light that stops.
If you
You're
want to
not
get
a scientist. Anyway, so I think we're going to cut the show short. If you want to email us, you can get us at fingerbangradio@gmail.com. If you want to join us on Facebook, you can get us at The Fingerbang Radio Show. See you, everybody.
Joining the group has a lot of benefits.
Yeah,
We do our homework.
Yeah, when we'll post things about the show that we talked about so people can comment and say
what a bassoon
classic bit.
is."
Those guys are professionals. Let's make them famous and get them lots of money.
I want that one to put his penis in my mouth. I won't, but you can want.
Yeah, I won't, but you can want, baby. Any day.
You can go.
Are we going to harmonize out the show?
Yeah,
We usually do. So
we
I'm
have.
Mitch.
And I'm Brandon. Goodbye.